Benny the Baby, Bear Can't Stop Thinking. A bedtime story for little ones. The sun had melted down behind the tall pine trees, turning the sky into a soft swirl of peach and lavender. Deep in the heart of the forest, tucked inside the coziest hollow oak tree you could ever imagine, a little brown bear named Benny was getting ready for bed. Benny's room was the most wonderful room in all the forest. Mama Bear had filled it with a mattress of the softest moss, heaped high with pine needle pillows that smelled like a gentle walk in the woods. A tiny window carved into the bark let in a thin ribbon of moonlight, and on the wall beside his bed, Mama had hung a string of dried wildflowers, yellow and white, and the softest pink, that swayed just barely in the night breeze. Benny snuggled down under his patchwork leaf blanket, which Grandma Bear had sewn from the very best autumn leaves, copper and gold, and the deep red of a ripe berry. He pulled it right up to his chin and let out a long breath. But something was the matter. Even though his eyes were tired and his little paws felt heavy, Benny's mind was buzzing and humming and spinning like a bee who couldn't find the flower it was looking for. He thought about the log he and his friend Maple the rabbit had jumped over that afternoon, the biggest log in the meadow. He thought about the way the river had sparkled in the afternoon sunlight, and how cold and delicious the water tasted when he bent down to drink. He thought about the blueberries. Oh, the blueberries. He and Mama had found the biggest patch they had ever seen, round and dark and covered in morning dew, and they had eaten and eaten until their paws were stained a beautiful deep blue. And then, just as he was smiling about the blueberries, he started thinking about tomorrow. Would they find more blueberries? Could he convince Maple to come fishing with him? What if there was a rainbow? What if the river was even colder tomorrow? What if... "Benny?" came a warm, soft voice from the doorway. Mama Bear padded in on quiet paws, her outline soft and golden in the moonlight. She was wearing her cozy brown shawl, the one that smelled like honey and warm bark. She sat down on the edge of his mossy mattress and placed one large, gentle paw over his small ones. "You're still awake, my little cub," she said. Not as a question, but as something tender, a knowing. "My brain won't stop, Mama," Benny whispered. "I keep thinking about everything. The blueberries, the river, Maple, tomorrow. It's all spinning around and around, and I can't make it stop." Mama Bear smiled the way only a mama can smile. Full of warmth and understanding, not one drop of worry in it. "Do you know what thoughts are like, Benny?" she said softly. "They're a little like clouds." Benny blinked. "Clouds?" She stroked his small ear gently. "During the day, clouds drift across the sky and they're lovely to watch. But at night, the sky needs to be quiet and still so the stars can shine. And you, my sweet bear, need your mind to be quiet and still so that sleep can come in." Benny looked up at the ceiling of their hollow tree, at the rings of dark wood that swirled in gentle circles. "How do I make the clouds go quiet?" he asked. "I'll show you," said Mama. "Close your eyes." Benny let his eyelids flutter down. "Now take a slow breath in through your nose, a really big, gentle one. Breathe in like you're smelling those blueberries, the sweetest smell in the whole forest." Benny breathed in slowly, and as he did, he imagined he really could smell them. That dark, sweet, wild blueberry smell, like summer and forest and happiness all at once. "Now breathe out through your mouth," said Mama, long and slow, like a warm breeze through the trees. Benny breathed out. His shoulders dropped down, just a little. Good, said Mama softly. Now, when you breathe in again, I want you to imagine that your breath is turning into a big, soft, white cloud. A gentle cloud, round and pillowy. Can you see it? Breathed Benny. That cloud is going to carry one of your thoughts for you. You don't need to hold on to them tonight. When a thought about the blueberries comes floating up, just breathe it into the cloud. Let the cloud have it. And as you breathe out, the cloud floats away, up through the trees, up into the night sky, where it belongs. Benny breathed in slowly once more. He imagined the blueberries, round, sweet, blue, and he breathed them gently into a soft white cloud. And then he breathed out, and he watched the cloud drift up and up through the roof of the hollow tree into the velvet night. That's it, said Mama. Now breathe in again. Another soft cloud. And if the river comes up, if the sparkling water comes into your mind, just let the cloud carry it. Breathe in. Benny breathed in. He saw the river, the way it caught the light like broken diamonds. And out. He breathed out. The cloud lifted the river away, up through the dark, all the way to the stars. In. A cloud for Maple the rabbit, mid-leap over the big log, her long ears flying. Out. Up she went, gently, safely, held in the cloud. In. A cloud for tomorrow, for all the not-yet things, the maybe rainbows, and the possibly cold water, and the could-be adventures. Out. Away they drifted. Tomorrow would still be there in the morning, waiting warm and wonderful. With each breath, Benny felt his body growing heavier and softer, sinking just a little deeper into his mossy bed. The leaf blanket felt warmer. The pine needle pillows smelled sweeter. The buzzing in his mind was growing quieter, like a bee flying farther and farther away, until all you could hear was the softest hum. Mama Bear's voice was barely above a whisper now. Your paws are resting, she said gently. Your little brown paws that jumped and ran and picked blueberries all day long. They're so tired, so warm, so still. Benny felt his paws, and they were exactly that. Warm, still. Your tail is resting. Your tummy, full of all that good food and fresh air, is rising and falling so slowly now, so peacefully. Benny's tummy rose and fell. Your ears are resting, said Mama, and she gave one soft ear a feather-light touch. They heard so many beautiful sounds today. The river and the birdsong and Maple laughing. But now the only sound they need to hear is the quiet of the night. Far away, an owl called once, soft and low, and then was silent. Your little nose is resting, said Mama. It smelled the pine trees and the river mud, and oh, all those blueberries. But now it can just breathe in the soft night air and breathe it back out again. In and out. Benny breathed in the soft night air and breathed it out. His mind was like a sky now, quiet, wide, dark and peaceful, with just a handful of stars, tiny and far away, sparkling without any fuss. Tomorrow will come, Mama Bear whispered, and her voice was like honey poured slowly from the jar, and it will have all its adventures waiting, all its blueberries and rivers and friends. But tonight belongs to rest. Tonight belongs to the quiet. She leaned down and pressed the softest kiss to his forehead, warm as sunlight. The whole forest is sleeping now, she breathed. The rabbits in their burrows, the birds in their nests, the fish resting still in the cool river,